Service Manager is designed to provide self-service requests to your end users through a self-service portal. Here we're in the Service Manager self-service portal, and we can see the different service requests that are available to our end users grouped by categories. You can control access to service requests through security, which allows you to do things such as provide a service request only for HR or only for accounting that's not available to your regular end users. For an end user to submit a service request, they first need to find the request offering that they care about. So in this case, I need a new group created for me in Active Directory. So I have a new group service request. So I can click that new group request, and I can see a list of help offerings that are available out of the knowledge base that might help me solve my problem before I submit this request. If nothing helps me, I can just go to the request form and I can provide a description. This is a new group that I need for work, and my group name might be IT. We'll call it IT Pro. And we'll click Next. I can review what I want to enter, and I can click Submit. And this will submit my service request, and I'll get back a request number so I can track what's happening with my request. And I can even click this link, and it will take me to the information about my request in the self-service portal. So here I'm able to see that my request is currently in the new state. It's made up of a review activity where someone needs to approve this, followed by an orchestrator runbook that's going to execute and actually create this group for me. So as an end user, I can track what's happening with my service request here through the self-service portal. I could also get emails, notification, things like that. Now, the beauty of Service Manager and its self-service offerings are I don't have to know XAML, I don't have to know C#, I don't have to know HTML to create that form. That form that you filled out is dynamically generated. Back in the Service Manager console, I filled out a wizard, and that wizard specified I need these fields, they're this type, they have these restrictions on them, and then based out of how I filled out that wizard, the form gets dynamically generated for me, which means if I ever need to modify the form, all I have to do is modify the wizard. Here I am in the Service Manager console where I've opened up the service request. So you can see I've captured things like the title, you can specify impact, priority, the area that this applies to, support group, or assign it to a particular person. I can see my input information. I have an action log that I can gather. But what's most important about this service request is the Activities tab. And the Activities tab on a service request and a change request are exactly the same, and they work the same way. This is where you could specify your process. So here I have a review activity followed by a runbook activity, which is an orchestrator runbook. If we switch over here to the list view, then you can see a little bit better, and you can see that currently the review activity is in progress and the runbook activity is pending. So if this gets approved, then the runbook activity would trigger to create this group. I can specify multiple activities. I can have activities that run in parallel. I can have parallel activities that then have sequential activities inside of them. So you can create some very complex workflows for both your service requests and your change requests. And you have a graphical view here where you can look at your service request or look at your change request and understand where it currently stands, what all's been done, and what's left to do for that particular request. And of course, you can track the results. We have service level objectives that can apply to our service requests, and we track the history of all changes, just like we do with everything in Service Manager.